Afternoon. This afternoon, we are looking at some computing and we are trying to make some music digitally. Before I start, if you want to pause the video at any point, that is absolutely fine, just so you can have another look at a slide and then move on. So we'll be using two sequence. So before I show you the two sequence app on PurpleMash, let me go for a few slides just to talk through different parts of it. So when you go onto two sequence, you have the choice of lots of different instruments that you could use. So you can use an acoustic guitar, bells and chimes, drums, an electric guitar, scales, sound effects, short clips, violins, and my sounds. They're the sounds that you can put in yourself. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be dragging in these different sounds onto a set of bars. I'll show you them in a minute. When you go on there, at the top of the screen, there'll be a big green play button. Okay, that's how you can start your music playing. There's a slider, and this will speed up or slow down your music or tune that you're making. When you have a go, have a little think. Do you like the music that is fast or slow? Is there a reason for that? And we can also leave gaps in the bars that we're making. So we could have a bell, then a gap, and then a chime, then a gap, bell, chime, gap, bell. Okay. Have a little think when you're doing that. What effect does that have on the music? Does it make it more interesting for you? Does it make it a bit more, I don't know, not sound quite right? Okay. And then what happens when you speed it up and slow it down? What we can also do is add music and instruments to different layers. Now, again, I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. Okay. So you add different sounds and instruments to different layers, and they can play at the same time. So here, because our clapping and our bell are in the same line, they play at the same time. And then these triangles down the end here, they control the volume of each row. That means that some sounds can be louder than others. Your task is going to be to make your own piece of music. Go onto PurpleMash, search for two sequence, and open up the app and then create your own piece of music. Once you've completed it, make sure that you save it. Okay, save it in Harrietsham and then the 2021 folder, term 4 and lesson 1. Use your name to save it. That'd be fantastic. So let me just show you what it looks like. Here, at the bottom, like I said, we've got our different instruments that we could use. So we could add an acoustic guitar, we could add some different bells in. Some of the different bells make different sounds. Okay, and then we could get a violin to play as well. That one's quite an interesting one. And we could get some drums in to play all the way along. Now here is a little scrolling bar. And if you scroll along, you can add up to 32 beats for a bar. Okay, so if I click play, you might be able to hear that. Okay. Hopefully you did hear that. If you didn't, I'm really sorry. Violin will play as long as you don't have another instrument coming after it. Okay, and it'll play the whole time. What I'd like you to do is have a little play on there. Okay, see how much fun you can have. Make some music, and I can't wait to get on there and have a look at what you've created. Like, have fun.